There's only two types of... No, we're not going to do that either. Here's what we're going to do. Take a bath. You stink.
What's the retail on one of those?
Smoke.
And now he jumps the fence.
No.
Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis. Mayhem!
Wow! Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, everyone. Episode 172. That's right. I said it and I'll say it again. Episode 172, ladies and Garfunkels. You're all just a bunch of Garfunkels. And I'm talking to you, Rodriguez. You specifically, Rodriguez. I ain't playing. I ain't playing, brother. Come on. Get your stick of butter. I'll show you how we do it in the ghetto. You know? You know what I'm saying, Rodriguez, right? What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? People, what is nonsense? That's the question of the day. What is nonsense? I guess we'll never know. On today's episode of What is Nonsense? No, that's the topic of the show. Well, what's the show called? The show's called Grandpa's Village. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Grandpa's Village. Today we're going to be talking about nonsense. What is nonsense? Sometimes confused with incense, which is sometimes confused with incest. Let's talk about incest now. Okay, that's... If I were to pitch a children's show, I think it would go a little bit like that. Well, maybe not. Here's today's card. It's tradition around here to show you the card, but it's not tradition to show you what's on the card, but you'll find out anyway because we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. Remember when Machine Gun Kelly put out that diss track towards Eminem and he kept saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I don't know how I feel about Machine Gun Kelly. When he put out that diss track, that was kind of the first time I really got to hear what he could do. I never really paid attention to him prior to that. I'm sure a lot of people are in that same boat. And I liked it. But I think I only liked it because... I'm talking about the diss track. I think I only liked it because everyone else was liking it. When I go back and listen to it now, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I listen to his other music, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. So I don't know how I feel about Kelly. MGK, and Machine Gun Kelly. How do you feel about him? Because his newest album isn't even rap. I'm not saying all his stuff. His stuff isn't even rap. Most of his stuff isn't even rap. It's like a variation of stuff. And crumpets. And apple pies. And America. Grandpas and grandmas gather around. We're gonna sing a song. Janice. Oh, Janice. What do you got for me today, Janice? You telling me you ain't got nothing? I mean, come on. You were on a roll. Now you're going for a stroll. Oh, this is sticky too. I need a new fucking person. I need a new goddamn person. How, I'm so sick of bitching to this stupid bitch. I don't even like saying that. I don't like those words together in that way. Janice, you're all right. You know that? You're all right. Why don't you go ahead and put my long johns on and go for a run around the block? Huh? Get all sweaty. She's how you say, obese? No, I know. Okay, I'm just joking. She's not, okay? She's yelling at me, telling me to stop calling her fat. And I'm like, well, fuck. I mean, your only job is to get me a drink out of the White Sneakers Award mug. And you can't even do that. All right? Once Corona came around, you left for a few months. Now you're back. And you were doing good, Janice. You were doing good. Not anymore. Not any goddamn more. I'm going to snap. I'm going to snap your neck. Like a toothpick. What were we going to talk about? Poof. I don't know. I don't remember. Jesus. Oh, guess what, people? The stream deck's frozen! Woohoo! I thought we had this issue solved, my man. I thought we had this issue solved, my guy. Is this it? Yep. Unplugged her. I unplugged her. If you don't have your mouth right in front of the mic, guess what? You can't hear me that well. You gotta get right up in there. Gotta get right up in there. Oh, there's an update. Why don't we update her? Let's see if we can update while we're recording, and hopefully none of this crashes. I'm gonna say remind me later, because I'm worried something's gonna crash. Okay. Oh, she's frozen. No, she's not. Come on, give me some of that ET lovin'. Come on, it's freezing on me. God, it's freezing on me. Come on. There it is. Yeah. What does the mummy think? I hate the fact that I am basically... My favorite sound bites are from another podcast called Dynamic Banter. I mean, if you know, you know. All right? And I've been using them and I've been loving them, but you know what? Sometimes I think, fuck, that would have been perfect.
It's been
Freezes on me. Sometimes I think, they don't own these sound bites, but I mean, man, I should just leave them to the Dynamic Banter folks. But I don't want to because I love them and I've already implemented them into my show. So I thieved ya. I thieved ya on your little memes, Steve. I took them right from your filthy little hands. If this is your first episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast, and if you're wondering, what is this? What am I doing? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you. If, and I'm talking to you, Jeremiah, or Rodriguez. Was that the name? Rodriguez? That's the name now. Listen, okay? Enough funny business. I need you to just stop what you're doing and hit the subscribe button. Like immediately. Like when I say immediately, I mean like literally either pause or don't pause this video, but just all you gotta do is, if you're in full screen, minimize that shit and just hit the button. Just do it. Come on. Do I gotta get Shia LaBeouf in here? Just do it. All right? Then hit like while you're at it. You're already down there. Fuck. It literally takes less than 5 seconds to do all this. And, you know, I mean, you're right there, so you might as well hit the bell, too. I mean, come on. Just don't be shy. All right? It's the 3 things you need to do, and then I will tell you why and what this is that you're doing here. But until then, you don't get anything. And you know what? Go ahead and leave a comment and just say, fuck, dude, get to the point. I want you to write that in the comments. Just say, fuck, what is wrong with this guy? He doesn't get to the point. He just blathers on about baloney. But spell baloney like the way it sounds. Don't spell it the way it's spelt. Apparently, people in the UK pronounce baloney the way it's spelt. So I think they say Bologna. Why don't we look that up? Okay, and for those who have subscribed and did the like and the bell, okay, this is what I'm looking up right now is exactly what this podcast is. Bologna pronunciation. Oh, what does this guy have to say? An error occurred. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Peter. Okay, let's see. Baloney.
Baloney.
Stop it! I don't want that one. Correct Italian pronunciation. Let's see.
Bologna. Bologna. Bologna.
Give me that again.
Bologna. Bologna. Bologna.
Bologna. I'm going to start saying that. Bologna. I want to see... No, get the out of here, you weirdo. British. Here we go. British. God, can I not watch this video?
Hello friends, it's your Why Guy.
Hi.
You may have missed it, but earlier this week we celebrated National Baloney Day.
Wow.
Don't know how you would have missed that, but it got me thinking, why do we pronounce it baloney but spell it B-O-L-O-G-N-A? That looks like
You tell me,
Bologna.
buddy.
As it turns out, baloney comes from an Italian sausage that was
Italiano.
developed in a town spelled B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
What?
But they pronounce it, get this,
There's a town?
Bologna.
There it is.
Bologna, without the G.
Bologna.
How do you like my Italian accent there?
It's great.
When it came to America, we didn't like that pronunciation, so we Americans changed it
Of course
to
you did.
baloney.
Baloney.
Bologna, but
Bologna.
baloney. There you go. Now, of course, baloney has another meaning.
What?
Nonsense. And this may be headed in that direction,
Nonsense.
so send me
Nonsense.
your why question. There's my contact information, Twitter, Facebook, and email.
Nonsense. It comes full circle, people. We wanted to know what and what it was what was nonsense, right? This fucker just told us. He's like, nonsense is Bologna. 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 Yeah. Thanks for subscribing, and this is... I would like to officially welcome you to the DynamiteGizmo Poopcast. Okay? I call it a poopcast because it's the worst. Okay? It's the worst! There's no podcast out there more terrible than this one. And I take pride in that. Okay? I take loads of pride. Alright? I may not be the best, but at least I'm the worst. That's what my uncle used to say to me when I was 12 years old. He would always say that to me. He'd be like, if you're not the best at it, you better make goddamn sure you're the worst at it. Because you don't want to be in the middle. You don't want to be a middleman. He said that to me. He said that. Do you know why? Because he has never accomplished anything in his life. And he's proud. All right? If you ain't going to be something, be nothing. And you can take that to the bank. Right, Janice? You don't do anything. Now I understand, Janice. If you're not going to be the best at it, don't do it at all. Okay. Now we're talking, Janice. You can take that goddamn pair of long johns off. I was just kidding about that earlier. Okay? Okay? Scoop my nooples. Man, we're 18 minutes in, and I've actually have a lot of shit to talk about, and I haven't touched on any of it yet. I've just been spitting nonsense, but that's the way I like it, because the first note on here is get back to the roots of the podcast, and these are the roots. Let me show you the roots. Rootin' tootin', booty scootin', am I right? Oh, fuck you. What should I start with? I got so much shit to start with. Let's start with a story. Okay? I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me the other day. I was minding my business. You know? Driving my pickup truck. And I drove to the grocery store. Because why? Because I needed some food. As we humans do. We need food. So I went to the grocery store, alright? I live in a small town, a small shitty town, a small town that's full of shitty people. Now they're alright. Some of them. The one that I'm about to talk about was a bit of a poop face, though, I will admit. A bit of a poop face. Poop all over her face. Okay? So I go in the grocery store, I grab my stuffs. I go wait in the tiny line. The line was, well, there was only one person in front of me, so it wasn't much of a line. And, so I should mention this small town is a bit goofy. They have goofy ideas. They have goofy thoughts about things, okay? It's a small oil field driven oil field / farm driven town, okay? There's farmers, there's oil field workers, and then there's old people who were in the oil field or still are a farmer. So you can kind of imagine the mentality of the people. Okay? The majority of the people, they have a certain mentality, and I think you can come to your own conclusions as to how they may or may not think about things. Okay? So I'm in this grocery store, and the grocery store is run by an Asian family, which is great, fantastic, but that's crucial to the story. I need to mention that they're Asian because it's crucial to the story, okay? If it wasn't, I would have just said the owners of the store, but it's crucial, okay? I think you're putting the puzzles together. Are you putting the puzzle together? All right? I'm taking forever to tell this story. So anyway, I'm in the small line of the one person in front of me. Okay, she's a old, chunky woman. White woman. That's also important. And she's got a mask on. Good for her. You know? No one else has a mask on in there. But she does. All right. Perfect. Great. Whatever. All right, and the cashier lady, who happened to also be the owner, or one of the owners, she was just covering a shift because maybe there was no one there. I don't know. Yeah, she's ringing the white masked lady in. They both have masks on. Do I have a mask on? You'll never know. But anyway. So she's ringing her shit in. You know, the white lady says something, and then the Asian lady says something. And then the Asian lady, I'm just going to refer to her as the owner of the store, okay? The owner of the store gets a phone call on her Apple Watch, all right? And so she's like, hello, but she says it in her language. I don't know what language it is, but it's an Asian language, so she says hello in that language, and then the person on the other end starts talking. And now the old white woman's really confused because the lady, the owner of the store, is talking to her watch. This old lady has no idea what's going on. Because imagine how this old lady's thinking, what she's thinking right now. She's like, okay, this girl just tapped her watch, and now she's talking. So the old white lady with the mask on thinks that the Asian lady is talking to her in her own language. Okay? All right? The white old lady with the mask thinks that the cashier is talking to her in her language. All right? So the old white lady with the mask on is like, what? What are you saying? I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. She starts saying that. And then and then the owner of the store is like, "Oh no, sorry, I'm on the phone." And then the old white lady is like super confused, and she's like, "Oh," but she was obviously still disgruntled. You know, I could tell that she didn't want to admit her mistake. Anyway, she finishes ringing her in. She gives her the receipt. They don't speak a word. The cashier, the owner of the store, is still talking on the phone as I'm coming up to ring my stuff in, and the old lady just grabs the receipt and leaves and goes out the door. I will mention now, everybody in this small town knows each other. All right, except for me, I don't want to get to know these people, but everyone in this small town knows each other. So I ring my shit through and then as I'm leaving, the owner of the store is still talking on the phone, but she's like, she's like smiling under her mask, and kind of like whisperedly says what she needs to say to me, and then says thank you and blah blah blah. I go out the door, and as I'm going out the door, there's the old white lady talking to a fellow farmer in his pickup truck, and I'm like, oh, I could just. And as I'm coming to the sliding doors, I'm like, she's bitching about the fucking lady, the owner of the store. I can tell already just by her body language, and so I kind of hurry up because I want to hear what she has to say, because I'm like, I know she's complaining about her. And as the doors slide open, I hear her voice coming in clear, and I can't remember exactly what she said, but she's like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that lady. I couldn't believe that Asian lady. She was talking Japanese to me. And then, just going on about how that's inappropriate or whatever, and learn how to speak English and all that. And I'm like, God damn it. What the hell? She wasn't even talking to you, bro. And like, who cares? She answered her phone. She owns the store. All right? She was probably talking to her family back home or something, and it was like the only time they could talk. And this girl's bitching and complaining about how she's speaking another language and on her phone while she's ringing her through. Like, why? All these people in this small town think that you have to be in communication with people at all times. She's mad. She was originally mad because she thought the lady was speaking her language to her. And then when she found out she wasn't, she was just mad that she wasn't putting all her attention towards her, the white mask lady. So like everywhere you go, it has to be a conversation. You know, you're just trying to walk down the street with headphones in or whatever, and then some guy sees you, he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, man, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Or if someone's driving by in a fucking truck, they have to stare at you as they drive by. That's the worst. Or you walk into a store, all right? Now, there's not a lot of people in these stores to begin with, COVID or no COVID, because it's a small town. So it's literally like the old fucking West. When you open the saloon doors, whoever's in the building stops talking, they all fucking turn around and look who just walked in the door. It's so annoying. You walk into a coffee shop, who the fuck is that? Like, they all stare at you. They don't smile or nothing. Every single fucking one of them. They always have to turn around and stare at you. You're walking your dog, as they drive by, they stare. And none of them know how to use a fucking stop sign, all right? You come to a four-way intersection, all right? And now I always try to do this, all right? 75% of the time it works. No, I'd say about 50% of the time it works, all right? If I know that, the rule is, if you come to the stop sign at the same time, the person on the right goes, all right? At least that's the way in Canada. And it's part of taking your goddamn driving test. And everyone should know this, but no one fucking knows this in this town. And plus, the majority of the people driving around here are so fucking old that they just don't pay attention to anything. They all drive slow as they can fucking go. Anyway, you pull up to the intersection at the same time. The guy on the right's supposed to go, all right? Happens every time. But what happens in this small town? You pull up at the same time, the guy on the right just fucking sits there and stares at you. And he's like, go ahead. And it's like, no, idiot. You go. And then they sit there and like, go. And I just fucking hammer on the gas and I'm like, you stupid idiot. I have bad road rage. I don't like it when people don't follow the goddamn rules. All right? And I don't mean follow them in the sense that they're like driving too fast. I mean driving too slow. Not leaving the fucking stop sign when it's your turn. Don't try to be a nice guy and let me go. Don't fucking do that. Just go. Let's just get this over with. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here. Happens so often. And you'll get the old guys who drive 50 kilometers an hour in a 70 zone or, or they just when they're pulling out of a parking lot, they go as slow as they possibly can. They don't even park in the lines. They park on the lines. They'll park perpendicular on top of the line so they take up 3 spots. Like, they don't give a they don't care about anything. And I hope I'm not an old person driver like that. Well, I guess by the time I'm their age, we'll probably have all self-driving cars, so it won't matter. But for now, we complain about old people who drive because they don't know how to drive. They don't. Some do. Most don't. They're too old, man. You should lose your license at around 60. No, that's too soon. No, you should literally have to take a test again, after 60, like every 5 years or something. Because it's not safe. It's not safe, everyone. I just rambled on. I got so much stuff to talk about, and I haven't even gotten to any of it yet. I got to one thing. The grocery store girl. Yeah, you know what? I don't have that much. We can let's just rifle through what we got on Twitter here. What do we got in the old Twitter sphere? Oh, I thought this was kind of cool. Casey Neistat posted this picture. What does it say here? My mom is flying from West Coast to the East Coast today. She sent me this pic from the airport. Look at this shit. A cannabis amnesty box. Is that how you pronounce that? It's like a pardon. if you got illegal cannabis on you, or I guess any cannabis at all, you throw it in here. Just a box full of weed. What I want to know is, what did they do with this weed afterwards? What do they do? And I wonder what else they find in here. You know? Because if this is an amnesty box, if someone really has something bad on them, they're going to toss it in here. No one will ever know. It seems like a dangerous thing to have in an airport. I wonder if people are keeping a watch on this thing. You know, I could see someone trying to break into this. Free weed, baby! Free weed, baby! Free weed. Here's another cool thing. Marquez Brownlee tweeted this. Mofk. But this is the new Tesla. What is it? Plaid Model S? Tesla just announced the Plaid Model S. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Wow. Quarter mile in under 10 seconds. My God. 1,100 horsepower. Woo! 520 miles of range? Dude, that sounds insane. All right? And look at this thing. It's beautiful. Except it wouldn't sound like that. It would just be like something like that. And here's a little video. I got a little video. Let's watch a little video, shall we? This guy on TikTok, his name is Nazjack. I don't fucking know how you pronounce that shit. But this guy covers all kinds of interesting news topics and really breaks them down for people to really easily digest them. Now, this video clip that I'm about to show you is part 1 of 3 of this Nazjack guy basically summarizing what happened at the Tesla battery demonstration thing, whatever you call it. Anyway, so let's take a listen.
Okay, so here's what happened during Tesla's Battery Day event. First off, everyone was hilariously sitting in Teslas and honking to watch the stage. But as the event got underway, the first thing that they announced was a goal 1 of terawatt-hour scale battery production. For reference, the Gigafactory in Nevada is around 0.15 terawatts, so they need to significantly improve this to reach their goals. And to reach their goal, they need to dramatically decrease the price of cells. And so
we have a plan to halve the cost per kilowatt hour.
This is insane. They announced a plan to half the cost of kilowatt hours by adjusting these factors. Now, the first change is the cell design. First, they confirmed that the new cells will be 46 millimeters in diameter, which is around twice the diameter of the current cells. As well, the current cells have a tab connected to the jelly roll. But the new cell will be tabless and it will look like this, which is actually insane. The easiest way to explain this is that with the tab, all of the electricity and all of the thermal energy that has to be dissipated has to go through the tab. But in this configuration, there are multiple electric paths and wider heat dissipation areas. And what this means is charge time goes from 30 minutes to 2 minutes.
Whoa! 30 minutes to 2 minutes. How insanity. I highly recommend going over to this guy's channel. Is that what you call it on TikTok? Channels? Go to this guy's page on TikTok and check out the other 2 parts. Or you could just watch the Tesla battery event yourself, which I recommend as well because it was good. I didn't see it. I'm just assuming it was good based on this guy's summary. Some. Trump officially nominates Amy Coney Barrett for Supreme Court. I don't know who that is. That's TikTok. Twitter, I mean. Not TikTok. Not fucking TikTok. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Have y'all seen Social Dilemma? Me neither. I'm kind of scared to watch it, but I might have to. But I don't want to! And you're not going to make me! But look at this. Just look at this, okay? Y'all like Kraft dinner? Mac and cheese? Mmm. Look at what this says. Let me read this to you. We're whipping up some new KD, and it's not. Oh my god! And it's no basic batch. Holy fuck! Why would they say that? There's only 1,000. Sign up to claim yours at pumpkinspicekd.com. What's Pumpkin Spice KD? Look at this. Look at it. It's KD in a cup with pumpkin spice. Coming this October. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, what is this? Is this like an Onion article or something? It's real. Right? Because this guy says, do people who sign up, which I already did, also get the KD latte cup and KD blue stir stick too? So we too can experience a pumpkin spice mackin' latte like those people in the photos as advertised? Because that would be epic. And KD says, of course! We've included all the essentials. There's a PSKD coffee cup, a fork, the box of KD, and of course our exclusive pumpkin spice flavor boost. Boost. It's a boost, baby. It's free? Wait a minute, you can sign up and it's free? No, shut the front door. Shut the fuck up. What does this say? Ever wonder what KD with pumpkin spice would taste like? Like if your mac and cheese had hints of cinnamon, dashes of allspice, and layers of ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. What? All slathered in KD cheese? Probably not, but we made it anyway, and if you want to be one of the 1,000 lucky Canadians to try it, totally for free, then sign up here and we'll... What? Oh my god, let's sign up right now. How often do you eat KD? Man, fucking all the time. Look at the options. Every day for every meal. For dinner sometimes. For special occasions. When I get... Okay, you know what? Those are good options. I'm going to do for dinner sometimes. I don't eat it every day for every meal. Sometimes I'll eat it every day. But not every meal. Why isn't that an option? What other flavors of KD would you try? Well, something smoky might be good. Maybe an international twist. I'm going to go with that one. That's it? Okay, I'm going to have to blur this part. So don't look, please. I'm going to actually bring it over here so you can't see no matter what. I don't want you to see my private details. Let me just fill this out real quick and let's see what happens. I agree to the private policy. What does this say? I consent to... Oh, I don't want emails. Click to enter. Are you telling me that I have to fucking sign up for the emails? Oh, no. Actually, I have to fucking sign up for the email if I want to know if I won the goddamn pumpkin spice KD. I should have put every day for every meal. You know what? Oh fuck. They don't let you go back. Damn it. You're all set. We'll email you when Pumpkin Spice KD arrives later this fall. For now, just stick with the classic KD. Alright, I swear to God, if I don't win this shit, I'm gonna be upset. I'm glad I documented this on the fucking podcast. This is a good episode. I like this episode. Makes me feel good on the insides. Oh man, if I win this KD, dude, Pumpkin Spice KD, bruh. I'm gonna write this down. Pumpkin Spice KD. All right, later. What else we got? Oh, here's something. Why don't we talk about this? These people are fucked up in the head. You want to see some fucked up people? Well, for those listening, you won't be able to see what's going on. I'll talk about it.
The one who hears you.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually do commentary over it because it's a little slow and boring, and there's some music. So, there's this guy. These people are filming their neighbor through their window, like from across the street, and their neighbor is watering the lawn without a nozzle on his hose. And this is a Tik Tok. Okay, so it says on screen, we noticed our neighbor didn't have a hose nozzle. All right? They're creepily spying on him. So we ordered one for him as a surprise on Amazon. They got the package. They wrote a little note. I want to see what the note said. They wrote a little note, stuck it on the nozzle, and it says, we noticed you didn't have a hose nozzle, so we got you one. Have a great day. Your friends from the dorms across the street. And then they put it in his mailbox. Okay, now they're filming him reading the note. He later decided to water his lawn without it. So the dude didn't even bother. Didn't even bother watering the lawn with the hose. And you know what? At first when I watched this, I was like, why didn't he use the nozzle? And then immediately after I said that, I was like, I wouldn't use the fucking nozzle either. All right? What these fucks did is very inappropriate, and I don't like it. And here's why. All right? Just think about it. Put yourself in this guy's shoes. All right? It's a fucking hose nozzle. The guy's living in a nice house. He obviously can afford a hose nozzle. All right? If this guy couldn't afford a hose nozzle, he wouldn't even be watering his lawn. All right? He wouldn't care about the lawn. He'd have bigger fish to fry, bigger things to worry about than the fucking lawn. All right? So it's an insult. It's insulting to assume that this guy can't fucking afford a hose nozzle, so you buy him one and put it in his mailbox and spy on him just so you can get a positive reaction and post it on TikTok. No. There's too much of this. I hate seeing this, and I've covered this before. When people do something nice to someone else just so they can film their reaction is horrible, and I don't like it. I hate it. It's cringy as fuck, and it's not genuine. It's fake bullshit. All right? So this guy saw the nozzle, and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? You think I can't fucking afford a hose nozzle? Fuck you guys. And now I bet he was thinking about getting a hose nozzle, but he was like, I'll just do this for now, and I'll pick one up when I get the chance. And then he just, forgot about it, and he was going to get to it. All right? With these fucking idiots spying on him, decided to do it, and then he's like, are you kidding me, bro? Now he's never going to use a hose nozzle out of spite, because he's sending a message, and I like the message he's sending. I like it. Saying, fuck your hose nozzle and fuck you. I would love it if he came back with, like, a fire truck. Like a big fire truck hose. So he can really show off how much money he has. He's like, oh, you think I can't fucking afford a hose nozzle? Check this shit out. Now that would be sick. I would have sprayed it right at their fucking house. Stupid people. Okay, here's something cool to note about Josh Potter. Look at this. Remember last episode I mentioned Josh Potter was starting his own fucking podcast? It's going to be called The Roach Motel. All right? He just finished recording it, episode 1, and it comes out Tuesday on the YMH channel. And I can't fucking wait, baby. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic, brother. Brother, it's going to be fantastic, man. It's going to be great. And I also would like to just mention, I filmed this episode last minute as well. All right? The previous episode, last minute as well, I believe. I can't remember. Maybe the past 3 episodes. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking doing it last minute. And I might continue to do it. I might. I will. I probably will. I'm dreaming of a white shit miss. What else we got? Oh, here's something. I just want to say, I just want to give a big shout out to Bert Kreischer, all right? A lot of the times, I look at Bert Kreischer and I say to myself, I disagree with everything you're saying and doing right now. Bert Kreischer pisses me off quite often. I love Bert Kreischer. I love his stand-up. I love how he does things. I love how he promotes his projects. But I disagree with so much of what he does and what he says. But like, then you start to think, is he just playing it up to make him seem like stupid to be funny? Or is he actually this way? I don't know. But what I do want to say is that whether you hate him or like him, and again, I don't hate him, I think he's fantastic. I love him in everything. But what I'm trying to say is whether you hate him or like him, you got to appreciate his goddamn hustle and bustle, my friends. All right? During this whole COVID thing, he's still been doing shows, okay? He created his own fucking drive-in comedy tour, all right? He's driving around cities. Like, look. Stop that. He's driving around cities on a tour bus. He's got his own stage. He's losing... I don't think he's losing money, but he's not making as much money as he could. It's just... Does this have sound? This is just like a promotion of where he's going to be. Okay? So he's doing this. He also has this new show. I don't know if he was hosting it just one episode or... I don't know, but he's got this show where he... called the Go Big Show. I can't find the trailer. Maybe I can find the trailer. I didn't even look. Go Big Show. Is this the trailer? Oh, it's a commercial. Great!
Breaking news announcement from AEW wrestler The American Nightmare Cody.
I like to say go big or go home. And since I'm injured right now and out of the ring, the most extreme show ever. And it all happens here.
Got a list.
Let me introduce you to the host of this madness, Bert Kreischer.
Thanks, Cody. The Go Big Show is a competition series like no other. There's no singing, no dancing, just action-packed, death-defying feats of strength and talent. And I've got an insane crowd of tailgaters in a parking lot behind me ready to see it all go down. Every week, real Americans will compete to blow your minds with their over-the-top acts. Big risks pay off with even bigger rewards. because the winner will walk home with a $100,000 grand
He's wearing a
prize.
shirt.
Judging America will be the beautiful and talented Rosario Dawson.
I don't know who that
The
is.
man, the nightmare, Cody.
I don't know who that is.
Gorgeously gifted songstress, Jennifer Nettles.
I don't know who that is.
And the man that needs no introduction, Snoop Dogg.
I know who that is.
Welcome to the Go Big.
All right, you get the idea. It's a go big or go home show. It's like a talent show. It's like America's Got Talent. All right, here he is backstage with Snoop and the.
Everyone their shoes.
We love them.
We love them.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it so much.
I owe you a kiss on the neck when I see you.
Same. I might bite you.
First said it's okay. It's not going to be on the side of your neck. It's going to be on the back of your neck.
There might be a little tongue.
These are wonderful. Thank you for sharing your husband with us. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you,
These are
kids.
wonderful.
Thank you, kids.
Oh, wait a minute.
But you're a badass.
Here, let's take a look at yours, Cody. Oh,
Wife makes
10 out of 10.
awesome.
100 on the power. I love how she put the LBC on it, and she knows it's the Go Big show.
Yeah, you like that Go
And
Big
these
show?
go big and the JN.
Yup. RT.
Go big on the show.
Oh, look at that.
Tongue.
Okay, stop licking those shoes. Come on, get out of here. All right? So he's got this show going on. And then, to top it all off, The Cabin. We've been hearing about this. All right? If you listen to Bobby Lee or what the hell's his name? We're at Donnell Rawlings. Apparently that's an amazing episode. You know, we've been hearing about this show forever, and now it's finally coming out in October. He's got so much shit going on, bro. And look who's in this. Kaylee Kyoko from fucking Big Bang Theory. Mostly comedians, which is expected, but fucking Kaylee coming out of nowhere, and Caitlyn Jenner? Like, what the fuck? How do you get Caitlyn Jenner? Joel McHale? Okay, comedian, yeah. Yeah, they're all comedians, except for those two. Man, this is going to be good. We got some good stuffs coming up. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it, baby. Man, this is a decent-sized episode. I'm hungry as a motherfucker. Man, I'm hungry. I said I'm hungry. That's my impression of Chris D'Elia. He's no longer with us. So sad. He's not dead. He's no longer with us. Boom. Actually, so I wanted to try something new here. I want to scroll through the Am I the Asshole subreddit, and I want to read one, and I want to decide for myself if this person is the asshole or not. And I would like to continue to do this throughout future episodes, so let's give it a shot. I was going to do like a coin flip or roll of a dice. I don't have any dice. Alexa, add dice to list. Fuck yeah, she heard me. I'm gonna get some dice. See, when you wear glasses and you got headphones on that are shitty, okay, these are not real Beats. These are knockoffs from China. They push against your arms of your sunglasses and it goes right into your head and it's pressure. That builds up after a while, and it doesn't feel good. I need a coin. Do we have a coin, anyone? Does anyone have a coin? How about a beer bottle cap? How about a beer cap? How about it? Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to pick two of these. Two that sound good, and we'll give one a side of the coin, and we'll flip, and then we'll read one, okay? So, this person did it wrong, but am I the asshole? They put, would I be the asshole? It's, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole if I kicked my morbidly obese sister out of my house? That's a good one. Let's see if we can find another one here. What's with all the sister ones? Am I the asshole? My sister is very ill and asked me to take custody of her kids when she passes away. I said no. Okay, these are two good ones here. So let's give the obese sister the head. There's a literal deer head on here because it's Keats. And then we'll give the sister with the kids the underside. I don't know if this is going to be fair or what, but let's just... I'm just gonna give her the old 1-2, and then wherever it lands, that's where. Fuck! I didn't want that one. This is an unfair thing because it's always gonna land like this. It's never gonna land like this. Well, I guess it could. I kind of want to do the obese one. Let's just do the obese one. When I get my dice, we're going to pick like 6 of them, and I'm going to roll the dice, and whatever it lands on, that's what we'll do. Okay, let's read this. Would I be the asshole? No. Am I the asshole if I kicked my morbidly obese sister out of my house? Hi there. I've been struggling with a decision I will have to make within the next week. Oh, let me zoom in here. I can't really read this. Wow, that's too far, baby. Okay, whatever. I've been struggling with a decision I will have to make within the next week and wanted to see what you all think. My sister is 34 years old and morbidly obese at 585 pounds. Wow. She has been living with me and my family, me, 32, husband, 34, and 2 3-year-old twin daughters. For the past year, she needed somewhere to go, and no one in my immediate family would take her in. Life has been a living hell since day one. She is entitled, lazy, and extremely manipulative. She will throw a huge temper tantrum when she does not get her way and constantly plays the victim to anyone who will listen. She screams, cries, throws things. You get the picture. She is 95% bedbound and only gets up to open the door for delivery or takeout. Food, diet-wise, we do not buy her any food. We even offered to help implement a new healthy diet for her, but she refuses and ends up ordering out 4 to 5 times a day. We have also tried dietitians, nutritionists, psychotherapy, etc. She doesn't have the energy to see if she is candidate for weight loss surgery. All of this has put a huge burden on my family. My husband's work performance has greatly suffered. We argue, and we have blow-ups at least twice a day, often about little things, but the resentment is there. My daughters have been acting up within the past few months, often mimicking her behavior and fighting. We cannot leave the house as a family for fear that she may fall out of her bed, oh my God, or there is an accident. We are essentially prisoners in our own home, and our quality of life has suffered immensely. This brings me to present day. I want to kick her out. I have met with several attorneys over the past 2 months, holy shit, and have everything lined up legally, but I am conflicted because she has nowhere to go, literally nowhere. I mean, I think we will need fire EMT to pick her up and place her outside. Oh my God. I absolutely do want to kick her out, but the backlash I'll get from the community is inevitable. Would I be the asshole if I went through this? I tell you what, I would 100% kick her out. Okay? I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all say. I may be heartless sometimes, but not always. But this is unacceptable. Okay? If you're going to be a fat fatty, all right? Go ahead. I could give a shite. All right? But if you're going to be a fat fatty and not do anything, be lazy, be entitled, and you're going to show up to your sister's house and have her offer to have you stay there for free and lay on the bed all day and do nothing and don't contribute, and you're going to bitch and complain and moan and fucking take tantrums and order food every fucking day, like 4 to 5 times a day, and you're gonna sit there and bitch and complain, like, no, nuh-uh, that's not how the world works, baby. All right, get the fuck out. If you're not gonna appreciate what your sister's doing for you, then get the fuck out and figure it out on your own, fatty. All right? You understand? Don't take advantage of the situations, and don't complain about the fact that you're fat if you're just going to be an asshole about it, you know? That didn't even make sense what I just said. I'm a little bit baked. You know what I'm trying to say though, right? Don't do that, fat or not. If someone offers you to live in their house for free and you don't have to contribute in any way possible, and you're going to be a fucking dickhead, then get out. Contribute. Do something. Because by the sounds of it, this fatty thinks she has a complete excuse to just sit around and do nothing. No. Absolutely kick her out of your house. 100%. Although, I don't know what you're going to do with her. I'm starting to think about that. Like, definitely get her out of your house, for sure. And make, she has to understand why this is happening. Because if you keep giving in to this fatty, I know it's mean to call her a fatty, but she's being mean to her sister, so I'm going to be mean to her. If you keep giving into this fatty and giving her everything she wants and letting her get away with tantrums and keep ordering fucking takeout every day, then she's going to continue to do that for the rest of her life. Like, she has to learn. She's never going to learn by just explaining it to her. You got to show her. You got to be like, okay, I warned you. I said if you don't smarten things up, you're gone. And guess what? You didn't follow the rules. So get out. That's life. That's what happens. You don't play by the rules, then fuck off. Go play by your own rules then. See how that works out for you. All right? But here's the thing. She's, 585 pounds? Damn near 600 pounds. She can barely walk. But she can walk because she gets up to get her food. Right? She is 95% bedbound and only gets up to open the door. Yeah, so she gets up to open the door for food. Oh, food. It's all I need is food. Just stuff the food in my face. I don't need to do anything else. I just lay in the bed like a little fatty. Okay? I'm being mean because she's mean. Alright? You say being fat's a disease, blah, blah, blah. Sure, whatever. Alright? Fat or not, if you act this way, you're an asshole. Alright? The fat sister's the asshole. The other sister is right. And it's good that she cares about her sister, and I'm glad that she wrote this am I an asshole thread. And if it's, obviously, my opinion, kick the fatty out. What are other people saying? Yeah, whatever. I don't care what other people have to say. The first comment agreed with me, but I didn't want to make it sound like I just looked at the comments and they were all like disagreeing with what I said, but no, they were. The first one was, at least. But I don't feel like I read enough. We don't need to read anymore. Let's watch some Tik Toks. I need to make a little intro, like what YMH does. I heard you bitches was looking for me. Meow! Meow, meow. Hey, bitch, here I go. If you know, you know, okay? But if you don't know, then you don't, baby. Because if you don't know, then you know. N-word. What should we start with? What should we start with? Oh, we already watched this and we already watched that, so I can cut those out. I once used to work as a heavy-duty mechanic. I was apprenticing, and this one time a truck came into the shop for, I don't know, came in for an oil change or something. And, you know, the guy brought it in, and they always just leave immediately, all right? That's just how it goes. So he brought it into my bay, and, you know, we were at lunch or whatever, and then we come back down, and it was just like there was this nasty, nasty smell just everywhere in my bay. And I'm like, what is that? What is that smell? And I'm sniffing. I'm like, God, that stinks. What the fuck is that? And then this other coworker comes over, and he's like, oh, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I don't know. And so we're sniffing, we're walking around, and we're like, it must be something on this truck that just came in. And we look at each other, and we're like, oh, no. So we, you know, undo the latches on the hood. I grab the hood, and I pull it down. And, like, we're sniffing, and we're looking, and we can really smell it now, but, like, we're like, we don't see anything. Like, what could that be? And then there's kind of, like, just these, like, little hairs on top of the engine. And we're like, what is that? And so I climb up on the wheel, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yep, found the stink. Found the stank. And he's like, what is it? I'm like, well, I think it was a cat. He's like, what, really? Yeah, there was a fucking cat melted to the top of the engine. He got trapped in there while the engine was running, and cooked him. Fried him alive. It stunk. Ooh, did it stink. And guess who had to scrape it off the engine? Me. You know why? You're probably saying, why didn't the owner of the truck scrape it off the engine? Well, because there is no owner of the truck. All right? We worked for a company. We worked for an oil field company. And we worked on only the trucks that were in the company, so the company owned the truck. Right? It's a large company. I don't want to say the name, but it's a large company, so, you know. I had to scrape a dead cat off an engine. And when I saw this video, it kind of reminded me of it. It's a little different scenario, but it still kind of reminded me of that incident.
It's a good thing I didn't turn it on. That would have been messy.
I know a guy who talks just like this guy. It's a good thing I didn't turn it on. That would have been messy.
It's a good thing I didn't turn it on. That would have been messy.
I love the pause, and then he just says, that would have been messy. And that fucking thing. I don't even know what that is. I don't think it's a porcupine. It's not a gopher. Whatever. Fuck that thing. I called it a gopher because I don't know what the hell you would call it. I don't know what it is, okay? Call me stupid, but I don't know! Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you another story. Back in my early years of, you know, being 18 years old, I decided to drink a lot one night. Just as much as I could. And I played beer pong with whiskey, which is not a good idea. And, you know, we walked around the town. I decided to go to, well, not just me. We all decided to go to the golf course for some reason. and we were hanging out in the clubhouse. I don't remember much of this night. I don't remember any of it past that point, to be honest. I remember having like a shot at the clubhouse, and then that's it. But the next day when I woke up, there was a picture on Facebook. It was a picture of me in the stall, door wide open, pants around my ankles. I'm on the ground with my head like wrapped around the toilet, and my penis is out, and my balls, like my whole junk is showing. And someone snapped a pic, posted it on Facebook. It was a very unpleasant morning, because my friend who was with me that night came in. He's like, "Did you look at Facebook yet?" And I'm like, "Nope." And he's like, and he's laughing hysterically. And he's like, "You got to see this." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Look." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? On Facebook?" Because Facebook's the worst. All right, Twitter, it wouldn't be so bad, but even Instagram's a little dicey nowadays, but back then it wasn't. But Facebook, your whole family's on Facebook. So my whole family got a nice dose of my penis, because I was totally tagged in the photo too. So, yeah. Anyway, at least I would have rathered have this happen to me than that.
Yo, Mike! 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 Yo! Mike!
Yeah, get fucked up, baby. Mike fell asleep in the fridge again. Mike fell asleep in the fridge. That's what's gonna happen to that fatty if she doesn't, leave that girl's house any day soon here. She's gonna fall asleep in the fridge. Okay, we're gonna blast through these last 4 here. I need to eat something. You ever come home after a long day of work? Hold on. I should... okay, for those listening, the caption reads, "Coming home after a long day wanting to beat my meat like..." And just imagine. Isn't that great? Very good. I like that. I like that a lot. I love seeing just a great, wholesome TikTok. Well made. Very well made. That shot from behind, just to spice things up right in the middle. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love a good TikTok. I give it a 4 out of 5 talks. I don't give it a full 5 because it's missing something. And I don't know what it is. But I will pinpoint it one day. And I will find you. And I will tell you. But here's a little secret. I got a secret to tell you. If you don't have your license, like if you got a DIY, or if your license is suspended for some reason, or even if it's expired, alright? Give this a shot.
That's how you gotta drive when you ain't got no motherfucking license. Shit, who they gonna get when they pull us over? Not me. Who they gonna get? Huh? Who they gonna get? They can't get that. We in the back. They ain't getting me. Shit, we in the back. Who they gonna get? Shit, we ain't got no.
Who they gonna get? Hey, Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly. How do I know? Why do I... My phone's over there. Sean Kelly. I feel like I watched another video by Sean Kelly today. Very interesting. Maybe it was one of these videos. I don't even know. Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? I bet it was. Yeah. Oh, my nose, dude. Last episode, I was fucking picking my nose the whole time. Couldn't believe it. We got another update on Joel in the garage. I mean, this guy's uploading all the time now. I don't understand what this guy's deal is. What's he trying to do? Like, be a comedian? Is he trying to make jokes? Is he genuine? I don't even know. The shit he says is bullshit. It's not even funny. It's bullshit. It's not even like a bad dad joke. It's just like a joke that doesn't have a punchline. Or doesn't have a proper punchline. The guy needs to step up his game big time. I will give him points for consistency, but I still don't know if it's like satire, if it's a joke, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the guy's legit.
Hi everyone, it's me, Joe in the garage. You know, people say, Joe, you got a lot of friends? Not really. I got my best friend, Mikey, but I don't think his wife likes me because she looks at me like this all the time.
Now, he might be a bit talked. Maybe that's why his jokes don't make sense. Maybe he's a little talked. I'm thinking that's the reason. Phew. If that's the reason, well, shit. Don't I feel like a dickhead? But he also seems just like a normal guy. You know? I don't know. Last one. Caption reads, when you lied on your resume and still get the job. We don't need to read that. But this guy, this kind of thing is nightmare fuel. I'd probably pass out if I was this guy and this happened to me. First off, I wouldn't do it in the first place. I mean, this guy's either stupid or he's brave and he's done this before and he knows what he's doing. Either way, let's watch. Whoa!
Ay, Dios santo.
Ay, Dios santo. Doesn't it look like he has a tail, though? Like, it looks like he's dressed up as a furry. Or is that just the chainsaw dingle-dangle?
No, mo.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Ingat.
Like, what the fuck, man? That's insane. What if that tree snapped? It could easily just snap. And that guy's dead. Tied off or not, that guy's dead. Dead as a fucking doorknob. Dead as a goddamn doornail. I liked this episode. This was a good episode. This made me cream my daiquiris. I kind of want some craft dinner now. I just had this weird craving to do, like, craft dinner tacos. Hamburger meat, craft dinner in a taco. Janice! Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Oh my God, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, baby. I want you licking my nuts. Oh. We gotta do a recommendation. I didn't do one last episode, and because I forget sometimes. I just forget. There's stuff to remember, and I forget. So today I want to recommend, and I hope I haven't recommended him before, but his name is Charles Cornell. The guy's a jazz pianist. He's a jazz penis. And great piano, great instrument player. He plays all kinds of instruments, mostly piano. He kind of got popular when he was doing. You may have seen those videos where. Let me just show you one.
None of you bitches got these exclusive Swisher Sweets hugs. What's poppin'? Ow!
Right? He plays the piano too, like celebrities talking, or people, or crazy people, or whatever, you know? But he also makes great videos analyzing jazz musicians, analyzing, you know, all kinds of stuff. Promoting him. Just go check him out. Just, please. All right? I got nothing to say. I'm too hungry. I keep thinking about mac and cheese tacos. And you know why? You know why else I want to do the mac and cheese tacos? It's because I'm out of cheese. Alexa, add cheese to list. Yeah, she heard me again. Did I get cheese? Maybe I did get cheese. Either way, if I do or don't have cheese, the macaroni and cheese will act as the cheese. So I don't have to shred my own cheese, because that's the worst part. I don't mind cutting up the onions, because I love onions. But I hate shredding the cheese. Anyway. That's it for this episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Hit it. Hit it as hard as you can. Hit it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.